The summer of 1947 was shaping up to be just another scorching season in Roswell, New Mexico. The 4th of July had come and gone. The 4th was hot, but not as hot as the gossip that swirled through the small town like a persistent rumor. People talked about strange lights in the sky, unusual contraptions that made regular airplanes look clumsy and slouch. Of course, the deafening roar that echoed over the desert one fateful night. Everyone wondered what it was, but no one knew. That is, until a local rancher named Mac Brazel stumbled upon something truly peculiar across a ranch in the desolate expanse of Corona. In the distance, scattered among the debris of a crashed and broken fence, lay pieces of a strange metal foil. He couldn't recall seeing anything like it before, shiny, metallic fragments that seemed almost alien in their appearance. They were light as paper, yet unbreakable. As he moved closer, he noticed strange symbols etched into the wreckage, as if written in a language not of this earth. News of the discovery reached the local sheriff, who wasted no time contacting the nearest Air Force base. Within hours, the Roswell Army Airfield issued a statement that sent shockwaves through the town and beyond. A flying disc had been recovered, they announced, using a term straight out of science fiction pulp magazines. The Roswell Daily Record, eager to capitalize on the extraterrestrial intrigue, ran the story with the headline, "Army Airfield Seeks Proof of Flying Saucer." Suddenly, Roswell was on the map, a beacon for UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. But the celebration of the unknown didn't last long. Within hours, the Army issued a correction. The flying disc was nothing more than a weather balloon. The wreckage, they claimed, was merely a misidentification. A case of overzealous locals mistaking the mundane for the marvelous. The story died down just as quickly as it had flared up. The wreckage was gone, the witnesses were discouraged from talking, and the rest of the world was told to forget. But the whispers never stopped. Soldiers who claimed to have seen the crash spoke of bodies, small, frail figures, not human. Townsfolk recalled military trucks rushing into the desert late at night, returning hours later with their cargo covered and their faces grim. Was it all a hoax? A grand deception orchestrated by the military to quell panic and maintain order? Or was there more to the story, something they wanted to keep hidden? The official story was that the Roswell incident was a weather balloon, a simple explanation for a sensational event. But the balloon theory didn't hold up to scrutiny. If it was just a balloon, why was it in the middle of a ranch, hundreds of miles away from its intended destination? Why did the military change their story so abruptly and so dramatically? And why did they silence the witnesses? The doubts lingered, the questions remained. And the people of Roswell were left wondering what they had really seen all those years ago. For decades, the Roswell incident became a thing of legend, a campfire story that morphed and grew with each retelling. Theories abounded, each more fantastical than the last, ranging from a crashed alien spaceship to a top-secret military experiment. The truth, however, remained elusive, buried deep in classified files, or perhaps lost to history forever. It wasn't until the 1990s that the US government finally admitted that something did crash at Roswell. But instead of providing answers, they offered another explanation. This time, a spy balloon. Project Mogul, they said, a top-secret project to study the upper atmosphere using high-altitude balloons. This admission, however, only raised more questions. If it was a spy balloon, why did it look like a flying saucer? Why were the details so closely guarded? And why were the witnesses so adamant that what they saw was not of this world? The Roswell incident continues to fascinate and divide. Is it a weather balloon? A spy project? A crashed alien ship? Or simply a hoax? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in the vast expanse of the desert outside Roswell, buried under layers of sand and classified documents. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it was everything. And maybe, just maybe, the answers lie not in what the government tells us, but in what they refuse to admit. The Roswell incident was more than just a crash. It became a symbol of secrecy, cover-ups, and of the tantalizing possibility that we are not alone in the universe. It's a reminder that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, and that sometimes the biggest mysteries are the ones we choose to ignore.